The dreamer, the doubters, and the drunk ghost. Jijo Punnoose wasn't your average kid. Growing up among the towering film sets of Navodaya Studios in Kochi and born into a prominent film family, Jijo was the eldest son of Navodaya Appachan, the founder of Navodaya Studios, and a member of the Malayalam Purakal family, credited with establishing Udaya Studios, considered the ancestral home of the Malayalam film industry. His great-grandfather, M.M. Chakko, had started the first boat service in Kuttanad. Jijo was also the nephew of legendary film producer Kunchako and a relative of actor-producer Kunchako Boban. Growing up, he spent his adolescence rubbing shoulders with legends like Prem Nazir. By 15, he was already tinkering with Ariflex cameras. By 20, he had directed Padayotam in 1982, the first indigenously made 70mm film in India, a wide canvas adaptation inspired by The Count of Monte Cristo. Jijo Punnoose is now remembered as a pioneering Indian film director, producer, and actor from Kerala. His next big idea struck when he found a dusty 1974 issue of American cinematographer detailing Hollywood's 3D revival, Jaws 3D and all. "I knew Kerala's myths could outshine their sharks," Jijo later recalled, picturing Kuttichathan, the toddy-swigging sprite of local legend, dancing off the screen. Appachan balked. "Who'll pay to watch a drunk ghost?" he scoffed. Undeterred, Jijo flew to Burbank, California, bought sample reels, painted the studio's preview theater silver, handed out cardboard glasses, and screened 3D tests. When a butterfly seemed to flutter into his father's lap, Appachan was excited but grumbled, "Do it, but don't bankrupt me." The budget was set at rupees 40 lakh. The Malayalam version ultimately cost rupees 35 lakh, but overruns swelled total expenditure to around rupees 1.5 crore. Building the 3D beast. Turning that dream into reality demanded a technological heist. Traditional dual camera rigs were cumbersome. Hollywood's StereoVision single camera 3D lenses offered a shortcut, but at a price enough to buy a small country, Appachan joked. After months of pleading, StereoVision relented, sending technician David Schmear to Kochi and offering their help at a very reduced rate. David moved to Kerala and was tasked with ensuring all images converge properly to prevent giving audiences headaches. Jijo also enlisted cinematographer Ashok Kumar, India's first DOP to shoot in 3D, and friend and line producer Tom Iso to import the specialized lenses and projector rigs. He even sought advice from stalwarts like Anant Pai, the creator of Amar Chitra Katha, cartoonist Toms of Boban and Molly fame, and acclaimed director Padmarajan. Jijo finally settled on screenwriter Rajinikanth Palleri. Sequestered at Navodaya, Palleri faced the unique challenge of writing for 3 dimensions. He wove a story of 3 children befriending Kuttichathan, blending the sprite's drunken hiccups and slapstick mischief with heartfelt goodbyes and tear-jerking moments, incorporating all the ideas and advice Jijo had received. Key set-piece scenes included flaming arrows that literally seemed to fly into audiences, the gravity-defying Alipayam Perukam song, and a painstakingly crafted latex and fiberglass puppet of the ghost, animated frame by frame. Filming was no less brutal. Over 90 days, triple the norm for a 1980s Malayalam production. The crew shot at Navodaya Studios and around Kakanad, Kerala. The 3D process demanded twice the lighting budget of a 2D film. Every shot required perfect illumination and lens alignment. There were no monitors or CGI. Exposed reels were couriered to Madras for processing, with a 2-day wait to confirm if a take had worked. For the iconic upside-down sequence, art director K. Shekhar and Jijo designed a rectangular rotating room, layered in timber over a 25-ton steel octagon built by Steel Industrial Kerala, Silk. The idea was inspired by the Hollywood movie 2001: A Space Odyssey and sounded simple. "If it worked in 2D, why won't it work in 3D?" Shekhar had asked Jijo. 15 minutes after the science was explained, Jijo was convinced. 12 men, 6 on each side, manually spun the set in sync with Ilayaraja's beat. The song Alipayam Perukam, composed by Ilayaraja, was choreographed with the room spinning according to the pace and beats of the children walking. It took 14 days to shoot the 4-minute song. "I remember the excitement on Ilayaraja's face when we watched it together," remembers Palleri, who had traveled to Madras for the re-recording. He was one of our first audiences. Both the maestro and I broke into an impromptu dance number on seeing it on the screen. This was 26 years before the iconic upside-down fight sequence of Inception. Jijo's pursuit of perfection became legendary, the biggest example being when, during reshoots for the re-release of My Dear Kuttichathan, a nearby building wall marred a camera angle. Without hesitation, Jijo ordered the wall demolished. He'd relax by working harder, recalled cinematographer K.P. Nambiathiri. By the time of its release in 1984, most Indian cinemas still operated with cloth screens and single projectors. Navodaya launched a massive nationwide retrofit. Cloth screens were replaced with silver-coated plastic ones. Dual projectors were installed with military precision, and tens of thousands of red-blue cardboard glasses were mass-produced and sterilized after each show. The spectacle and the fear reached even the Kerala Legislative Assembly, where politicians half-jokingly debated whether 3D was witchcraft.
ഇന്ത്യൻ സിനിമാ ചരിത്രത്തിലെ ഒരു നാഴികക്കല്ല്. ഈ ചിത്രത്തിന്റെ പ്രദർശനോദ്ഘാടനം ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട കേരള നിയമസഭാംഗങ്ങളുടെ സാന്നിധ്യത്തിൽ നിർവഹിക്കപ്പെട്ടു.
Kothanda Ramaya, KR, a Chennai-based director-turned-distributor who had previously distributed Rajinikanth starrers like Thilumulu 1981 and Payum Puli 1983, was one of the first to sense the true business potential of the film and its nationwide appeal. A film school graduate, KR understood 3D technology unlike most others in the business. Even before the film's release, he traveled to Kerala to buy the theatrical rights for the Tamil version. Big names like AVM Saravanan, K. Balaji and Ilayaraja had expressed interest in distributing the film in Tamil Nadu, so I didn't feel I had a chance. The rate being discussed was rupees 15 lakh for 10 prints. But during our meeting, the rate quoted was far higher. Navodaya wanted rupees 40 lakh, at a time when even Rajinikanth and Kamal Hassan films would sell for around rupees 35 lakh, KR recalled. However, Jijo was impressed with KR's knowledge of 3D technology. Despite the steep price, KR decided to buy the film. When he returned to Madras, having bought a dubbed film for a fortune, he became the subject of ridicule among distributor circles. I wouldn't have even paid rupees 2 lakh, a powerful colleague chided. In Tamil Nadu, KR had staked rupees 40 lakh on the rights, more than what Rajinikanth's films commanded, and faced mockery. You paid lakhs for a dubbed ghost. Things worsened when rumors spread that reused 3D glasses were causing conjunctivitis, nicknamed Madras Eye, and audiences began to avoid theatres. KR quickly sprang into action, producing a PSA, public service announcement, featuring Rajinikanth for the Tamil version, Amitabh Bachchan and Jitendra for the Hindi versions, Prem Nazir for the Malayalam version, and Chiranjeevi for the Telugu version. All of them assured viewers that the glasses were properly sterilized.
Chhota Chetan, Hindustan की सबसे पहली 3-dimensional या 3D film.
ഇന്ന് ನಮ್ಮ നമ്പറുകൾ സഹോദരകൾ സഹോദരികൾ
ചിത്രം ആരംഭിക്കുകയാണ്.
The crowds returned and the film stormed the box office. Nevertheless, KR released the Tamil dubbed version at Chennai's prestigious Satyam Theatre during Deepavali 1984, competing directly against Rajinikanth's and Vijayakanth's new films. I will never forget the roar in the theatre the second those first flaming arrows flew towards the audience, KR said. In a couple of days, its collection started to beat the other films. Preparations for each screening were intense. A day before an evening show, teams would work overnight replacing existing cloth screens with silver-coated plastic ones, installing special lenses in projectors and meticulously aligning them. The studio also manufactured the 3D glasses, which were cleaned and sterilized after every use. Kurup Thiruvia, Navodaya's projection expert, traveled so extensively for the screenings that he won an Indian Airlines award for being the most traveled Indian that year. In Kerala, the Malayalam original ran for an astonishing 450 days, including 365 consecutive days in Thiruvananthapuram. Chennai and Mumbai saw 250-day runs. Bengaluru and Hyderabad clocked 150-day runs. The Hindi-dubbed version Chhota Chetan in 1986, backed by Amitabh Bachchan and Jitendra, grossed rupees 1.3 crore nationwide. Globally, the film chalked up 85,000 screenings. Naturally, imitators followed: Vijayakanth's Anai Bhumi 3D, Jackie Shroff's Shiva Ka Insaf, but none matched Navodaya's rigor. Without their precision, audiences got migraines, Nambiar theory sighed. Still, Kuttichathan's legacy endured. A 1997 Malayalam re-release earned 60 times its initial investment. That same year, producer Nitin Manmohan revived Chhota Chetan in Hindi with new Urmila Matondkar scenes. In 2010, Srithanandal Films reintroduced Kuttichathan in Tamil, featuring Santhanam and Prakash Raj. The Alipayam Perukam illusion room was rebuilt at Chennai's Kishkinta theme park, letting fans walk inside cinematic history. For 80s kids, the film remains a portal to childhood wonder. Jijo Punnoose, now a reclusive tech inventor, rarely gives interviews. But when asked about My Dear Kuttichathan, he smiles and says, "We didn't make a movie. We built a bridge from our folklore to the future. That bridge carried Indian cinema into new territories where technology and storytelling could meet without fear. It wasn't just the first 3D film. It was a declaration that Indian filmmakers could dream at any scale and succeed. In every frame that bends reality today, there's a silent tribute to a visionary who believed that even the wildest dreams deserved a place on the silver screen."